Good evening. We present the news summary. A fire has completely destroyed a 3-bedroom house at Northeast Point. The Seychelles Fire and Rescue Services Agency says they received the call that there was a fire at 5:40 in the morning. 2 fire tenders and 1 water bowser from Victoria Fire Station with 10 firefighters were deployed to attend to the incident. There was no one in the house when the fire occurred. An investigation is underway. Democracy is not a perfect system, but it is the best humanity has created to organize a nation and its citizens. This declaration is part of a message from the Speaker of the National Assembly, Roger Mancienne, to mark International Democracy Day this Friday. He says he is paying homage to and the engagement of the Assembly towards this principle, which is at the core of the institution and the government system of Seychelles. He had words of thanks for the various National Assembly committees for their engagement effort at the service of the democratic cause. The Minister for Education, Dr. Justin Valentin, says measures are being taken to improve performance and educational outcomes of students. Minister Valentin was speaking during question time in the National Assembly yesterday. Minister Valentin noted that up to now, school results were based on traditional subjects. Other areas where students shine, he said, were simply cast aside. But in future, he said, evaluation will encompass all successes and activities in all schools. Some airlines, namely Emirates, Kenya Airways, and Ethiopian Airline, will operate fewer flights to the country this month. The Chief Executive Officer of the Civil Aviation Authority, Gary Albert, described the occurrence as normal within the aviation industry, which happens because of low market demand. Meanwhile, record for last month shows an increase in tourism arrival of 92% of the total of 2019, which was the country's best performance for tourism arrival. A group of women and girls are participating in a 4-day workshop to learn about the dangers and benefits of the Internet and technology. The workshop has been organized by the Department of Family Affairs in collaboration with the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa. It will cover subjects such as digital marketing, artificial intelligence, and using technology for business development.
So we'll be covering a number of themes that we've identified as having the highest impact in terms of engaging women and girls and bringing them into the digital economy, the information economy, but also allowing them to connect to regional and global markets. But of course, in order to do that, in order to be online, to use digital services, digital tools, there is a safety element and a security element. Often we find that women are discouraged to use online services because of various anxieties, fears, barriers. So we'll also be walking them through the online safety aspects of how to navigate digital spaces and how to navigate online spaces.
The Seychelles Institute of Art and Design, SIAD, launched its alumni committee and the SIAD's website during a cocktail event recently at the Maison Marengo at OCAP. The committee is aiming to recognize talents of past learners who have studied at the Institute. The governing board chairperson, Mr. Kennedy, says that the committee and the website will bring many benefits.
It gets us out there on a global level. It means that anyone can access the important work that we do, and it gives greater prestige and status to the creative industries in Seychelles. We have been very, very glad to see Mr. Gary Elizabeth put this website together. The clothes you're wearing were designed by somebody. The jewelry, the wristwatch, the house you live in, the haircut you have, the spectacles on your face, not to mention any art that you might have in your house. And more than that, art and design enables us to make more sense of our lives and the lives of others in an increasingly complicated and alienating world.
President Wivel Ramkalawan will be attending the Group 77 and China Summit to be held in Havana, Cuba on the 15th and 16th of September. The theme of the summit is Current Development Challenges, the Role of Science, Technology, and Innovation. From Cuba, the president will join other world leaders in New York for the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly. During his absence, his duties and responsibilities will be discharged by the Vice President, Ahmed Afif. And this was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.